Hey guys, on here we are back for episode 4 of season 1 of Miss Marvel. The last episode both answered a lot of questions and raised even more as we got to meet some of Kamala's extended family, find out where her family actually comes from, a little bit of the origin and connection and ties to what this bangle is, where it came from, what she sees when she puts it on, and we see that other plane that she kind of dives into. It's the Noor dimension. They are from there. They are known as Jinn on our world. So she is literally part one of her greatest fears. So that's kind of funny. The bangle, we got a flashback. It was found in a tomb that had an engraving of the 10 rings in there. So there's some connection to the 10 rings. Maybe not the 10 rings, the rings themselves, but maybe the 10 rings, the organization found this as well. Maybe they're connected. Maybe they're from the same type of technology or source. We don't really know. But they want Kamala to use the bangle to help get them back home. They've been banished to our world, and they've been unable to return because they, being from there, don't have the ability to channel that dimensional energy anymore to open a rift back. The bangle is the only way to do that. And it strengthens Kamala's energy because their working theory is because she was born here. So she could theoretically use it to send them home. But doing so now could greatly risk everybody and maybe even the whole planet, world, solar system if things go awry. As Bruno explains that it needs the energy output of the sun to do that. And if that goes wrong, bye-bye planet. So yeah, likely so. Kamala's hesitant about it to make sure that they do it safely. They don't like that. So they come after Kamala and are like, no, we're doing this now. But the DODC manages to kind of get the jump on them and arrest them quite easily, it seems. So I'm curious to see how that all pans out. But guys, with that all said, we're going to go ahead and jump into this. So if you're part of the 67% of people that watch the channel, you're not yet subscribed, or maybe you're tuned in for the first time here today, really hope if you enjoy the reaction, maybe you'll stick around, hit that subscribe button, maybe even leave a like. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode and watch along format, you can check that out over on Patreon, or if you become a member on the channel, gets you access as well. Helps support us, helps us grow and all that. Along with that, you also get the same thing for all the other shows that we cover here on the channel, as well as a bunch of exclusive movie reactions, where you guys get to help vote on what we add to that list every month. Monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage, trying to make it worth your while so you are going out of your way to support the channel. But of course, I know that I can do that, and a simple way you can help us out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, and helping us boost that YouTube algorithm. With that all said, guys, let's pop into episode 4, Seeing Red. Ooh, all right, here we go.
First time to Pakistan.
What makes you say that?
You're gripping that stuffed animal pretty tight.
It's actually a napping pillow.
Right.
Oh, she speaks. I thought my daughter had lost her voice.
Unless laws of grounding are no longer applicable in international waters.
After you ruined your brother's wedding, really? You'll be serving out your sentence for years.
I'm surprised she went along with this and they're actually going.
You are still really short.
Aw.
Kamala! Hi, Mummy. It's good to see you.
Your skin is so dry. Are you again on one of your strange diets?
She was got her head taken off.
Hi, Magna. Hi, puppy.
No.
He got so big.
Mama, your room is on the right.
This one?
She's definitely there to know.
I had no idea you could draw.
We lost so much during partition, and I thought the only way I can hold on to what we had lost was to create it myself. This is my Ammi, Aisha, your great-grandmother. what I could remember of her, at least.
It's pretty close. She's really good.
Why did you send this to me? Am I...
A jinn? Of course. At least that is what my father told me.
How are you so casual about...
It's just genetics.
No.
You're focusing on the wrong things. The important thing is that when the bangle was used the last time, it saved my life.
Like the drill of stars. The one that we're seeing in the visions, is it that train from that night?
Yes. The bangle is trying to tell you something, beta.
I feel like I'm trying to piece together 100 different things, and I'm breaking more than I can fix.
That's quite a puzzle. If you have lived like I have, lost what I have, you learn to find beauty in the pieces.
We have the whole afternoon planned. Lunch at the boat club is in 1 hour.
You can bring your flying teddy bear.
You just stay with your cousins, okay? We're in a new city. We wouldn't want you getting into any trouble.
I would never. Hi!
Trouble will find them then.
I thought it might be cool if we checked out the train station. You know, it's like the first ever gateway where Nani entered the country. Well, we're going. Meet us after. Stay safe, I guess.
This is gonna let her roam off on her own.
You go left,
This way?
yeah, left, and then left again. One more left, and then right. Little bit right.
She found it. No. Oh, whoa. Whoa, what the?
I sensed the Noor.
Oh, wow. Right into it. She's getting better, man.
Do all masked American have superpowers?
Well, how do you know I'm not Canadian?
Dude.
Come on.
Who are you?
You're not a clandestine,
You know about them?
but you have the bangle. Come with me if you want to live.
What?
Just kidding, I've always wanted to say that. But really, we should go. There's someone you need to meet.
Okay, so he thought she was one of the clandestine, trying to protect the bangle and whatnot, I guess. Just being in there is like making me hungry.
Welcome to the Red Daggers.
What, even a Pakistani boy band?
Not quite.
Very strong hideout game.
Well, usually tourists are not allowed.
But for a descendant of Aisha's, I'm sure we can make an exception. The clandestines are not like the jinn you've heard about in stories or in religious texts. I mean, if Thor landed in the Himalayan mountains, he too would have been called a jinn.
And what am I?
I'll show you. The clandestines and Aisha are from another realm.
Yo, whoa!
This map shows you how our two worlds coexist.
Yo, what is this?
What is this?
Aisha's home. It's connected to our world but hidden. Behind a veil of Noor that separates our world from theirs. If the clandestines use the bangle to tear down the veil, they'll unleash their world onto ours until there's nothing left of it.
Great! Can the reverse not happen?
In all the years and everything I've heard about that bangle, there was no mention of an inscription.
Do you know what it says?
It says what you seek is seeking you.
Is that like an important message?
I don't know. But it must have been important to someone.
Oh, hi. They wouldn't be guarded by more people. Just one stray guard and then this guy who just happened to be there. So I'm guessing they can just summon those weapons out of nothing. Because there's no way they would, like, have left them with any thing to transform.
Oh, yes, difficult. Let's go get the bangle.
Sorry.
Wow, cold. What you seek is seeking you. Answers. Don't know. Oh, that was Red Dagger. I was like, Nakia? No.
We all go by nicknames here, right? Yeah. What's yours?
Sloth baby.
Sloth Baby. Everyone, call her Sloth Baby.
I mean, why is all this such a mess, huh? Why are there so many toffee boxes everywhere?
Well, they're for you. You know, you liked them as a child. So I just kept them around just in case you came back. I may have eaten most of them along the way. Ye massage hai? Mm-hmm. Or some plan to take out your frustrations on me.
And even after Baba left you, you continued to cling to these fantastic theories.
I just thought I'd share them with you.
I didn't need your stories, Mummy. I needed my mother.
We believe your genetics could be the answer to why it is that you can shape the Noor here.
Training?
Your humanity links you to the matter of this world. It makes your abilities unique. Though we may not have fancy armor, you should know. There is history in every thread of this fabric.
She gonna get her outfit? This is like the first step. Oh, shit.
What are you doing?
Wow. Dude, hell yeah, man. Oh. My lord. Must go faster. Must go faster. Ooh. Oh, great. Uh-oh. What was it carrying? What was all of that? Looked like a bunch of microwaves or something.
We're not gonna make it! Get onto the back of the bike, and whatever you do, don't let go! Go! Hold on tight!
Oh, whoa! What the hell? Oh my gosh!
Get yourself to safety! I'll lead them off!
It's so funny to me. He's just running so seriously with just a belt rolled up in his hand. Get back here, you kids! Gonna get a spanking. Oh. Oh. Yo. That whole last couple of sequences was edited pretty weird. Yo. Bonk. Hell yeah, man.
Fine. Nice one.
Ooh, pay attention, people. They're trying to murder you. Yo. Oh, we just in the past now? Not like transported, but like just like a vision. Oh goodness. So crowded, they're getting on top of the trains. Oh, wow. All right. We got a little bit of some information about the Noor dimension. That's some new stuff there. That whole sequence, considering Jinn classically are like smoky, it looked like that thing, that case that came out of the ground was like illuminating and forming out of smoke, which was a kind of a nice little detail. But her finding this little secret society that has been trying to stave off and fight against the clandestine, keep them from getting back to their dimension and tearing down the veil. So this is what, more than just going home, or is tearing down the veil how they get home? Did they explain how they got here? I forgot. Were they banished, or did something happen and they were just trapped here? Or did we get that explanation? I don't remember. Or is their goal to merge everything? Because he said without the veil, you know, the Noor dimension would just take over ours. It's holding it back, even though that energy comes from that universe. Some of it, it's not clicking in my head just yet. I'm just trying to figure it out. But, you know, we got the Secret Society, the Red Daggers and stuff like that. We got to meet, I don't know his name, the kid Red Dagger. I can't remember. It translated to minced meat. That's all I remember about him. As Kamala just kind of bailed on her cousins, just started looking around because they were just kind of up in their own thing to go do whatever while she wanted to go check out the train yard. She found it and then found him. But yeah, saw the bangle and assumed she was a clandestine and just kind of leapt right on him. But nope. We got she wore her mask for the first time in this episode, and while it's not the same material, and it's definitely not going to be the final product as far as her super suit goes, we had her pattern set up with the kind of the blue like navy tunic over the red throughout this episode. So that's probably going to be the inspirations and vestiges, or maybe even the first steps of forming that outfit whenever she gets back to the States, if she gets back to the States. I mean, I know the show will end at least by the time with her back there, but in the meantime, we're still in Karachi. But like exploring like her mother, what her mother can remember about everything. She doesn't have all the answers. She's just nonchalant about it because she's just like, just in genetics, whatever, wherever you came from, it doesn't really matter. I mean, you are who you are. These fictitious borders separate us in so many angles, and she's like, it's just like a simple like decision some guy made like way back when that got upheld, that's sifted her out of India, like out of her roots, and left her to Karachi, barely to make it to Karachi. So like I like how they kind of approach that, because like these, I mean, realistically, aside from literal walls, borders, separation, all these different labels here and there or whatever, I mean, it's all societal constructs at the end of the day. And that's kind of what she was touching upon there. But she was very obsessed with what happened that night, it seemed like, what happened to her mother. And, it caused her to not really be present, I guess, for how she was raising her daughter eventually. It took a toll on her marriage because she said that her husband had left her. And then, you know, everybody around, because of her theories or whatever that she was spouting about what happened during the partition, was that you know, it started to get them ostracized, and like even her daughter started to feel the effects of that. And that's why she wanted to leave, to get away from all of that oppression. And I don't know, Disney's been on a roll here lately with generational trauma, because I think this is another example of that. Maybe not to the extent that we've seen it before, but it's pretty close. I like it, man, because it's something a lot of people deal with, especially people in these types of communities and dynamics and stuff like that, man. It's strong how much that can affect and carry on into the next generation over and over. And I hope Kamala breaks this cycle. You know, we had this little moment with her just kind of sitting down and spending time with her mom at the end of it, after a little bit of an emotional confrontation with her and her mom at the end of the day, and showing that they still kind of think about each other all the time. Like, she even offered, and was like, when are you going to finally come live with us in the States? She was like, I thought you never wanted that or whatever. I thought you went to the States to get away from me. No, it was really just to get away from the atmosphere. It was tugging at my heartstrings, man. It really, really was. But the clandestines laughably broke out. I'll be 100% honest. Like, the fact that they had just one guard on them. Maybe that other one was like up ahead of them, and sure, they're restrained, but they are supers. At least enhanced slightly. And the fact that they can just manifest those weapons out of thin air, because you cannot tell me they left anything on them when they were bringing them around, because so they have to be able to just conjure them like out of just nothingness, and they just started bonking everybody around. But because of the decision Cameron made the previous episode, his mom was like, I'll get you out of this, but you're not one of us anymore. Just cutting the cord hard. Like, that's cold, man. Like, it just shows that, like, there's no empathy, there's no sympathy, there's not really any warmth in there, if that's how she's willing to treat her son, just because of what's going on. But obviously she's trying to either get home, genuinely try to get home, or there's some ulterior motive to getting home. I wonder if she knows exactly what will happen when the veil comes down. I don't know. Got a lot of questions about that one. But the action in this was, at some points, good. And at other points, there were some really weird camera choices and really weird editing choices. Especially when, like, the head dagger got stabbed by Najma and thrown over the balcony, and then he just like plopped. Like, that editing there was so harsh in a weird way. Like, it was just, I don't know. The editing, the last two fight sequences was very not the best. But that's fine, because I think tonally the show is really where it's super strong. Like, the emotional aspect of the core story aspect of it that we're following, and the characters. So I'm not really hung up on the action at all. But Kamala is getting really good with her constructs and using her hard light, you know, especially defending herself against Dagger, and then, you know, putting it to use in action this time around against the clandestines. She's getting more comfortable, and she got a little bit of a Yoda lesson there with the adult Dagger for a minute before they got rudely interrupted. But I like this episode overall. We're getting to the root of the mystery, I think, you know, with the connection to the train, what actually happened to Aisha, and, you know, we'll see where that goes. You know, they when she blocked that dagger from Najma, and it stabbed and it cracked and brought her into the vision. So she's now at the train station, and she's going to probably see what actually happened. What were these stars that guided her grandmother back to her father and back to the train? What happened to Aisha? What happened to the bangle? How did they get lost or separated from her? We'll find out next episode, I'm sure. Probably won't see Kamala in her full gear, maybe by the end of next episode at earliest, but more than likely the final episode. Seems to be a little bit of a trend here and there. But I like it. I really enjoy the episode overall. It was fun. It had a lot of energy. I love going to new places. I love seeing new cultures and new things, and just the visuals of it and the feel and the vibe of it, and the themes that they're weaving throughout this family narrative. I'm really enjoying that aspect of it, and that's, at the end of the day, what I come to these shows for, is, to feel something. Either have a damn good time or feel something, hopefully both. And for its flaws, I'm really having a good time with it, because I think it's executing on those two core things for me pretty darn well. So, guys, what did you think of the episode? What are your theories? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join us in our Discord. We could talk about it there as well. Links to that and all my socials are down below. I'd really appreciate it if you follow me on those. If you want to see the full-length reaction to this episode, it's on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gets you access as well. And speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Sherritt, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yori Corey Scott, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Melita, Robert Aguiano, and Cal Kestis Nation. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this episode, guys, and I'll see you guys next week for the penultimate episode of the season. Take care, everybody.